This is a horror circus, which means they're traditional circus acts with a horror twist.
Fear has never been this funny.
Paranormal Cirque II is a live entertainment event that's unlike anything people have ever seen before.
That's right. It mixes circus with horror themes. We have actors roaming around, scaring people, but at the same time, they're the acrobats. They're going to be flying through the air, walking upside down over your head, walking on wires. So we are a touring show. So the first thing that you're going to see when you pull up to our venue is our big black tent. We call it our BBT. But not to worry, there is air conditioning.
That's right.
And it's haunted.
Haunted air conditioning.
It's haunted air conditioning.
Better than regular air conditioning.
Yeah. Oh, the chills.
You said we're a touring show?
We're
I
a
thought
touring
we were
show.
a Tourette's show. Damn it! Sorry.
You're a failure.
I know. That's what my mom always tells me.
Anyhow.
She's dead, so she's a ghost, so she tells me.
tells
That's how I
all the
tie it in
time.
paranormally. Yeah, that's part of the show.
It's part of his life.
I get grief from my undead mother.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pull up and you see our beautiful black and red tent.
Our BBT.
Or our BBT, excuse me. And when when the guests enter the tent, they are immersed in the haunted world of Paranormal Cirque II.
That's right. We have our actors walking around, scaring you.
It is for adults.
I want to say that.
Yes, that's right. There's lots of bad language and sexual humor.
Mostly spoken by us.
I would say 100% spoken by us.
We're the only ones that speak.
Although by the end of the show, you'll wish we didn't. What I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
You're welcome.
This is a horror circus, which means they're traditional circus acts with a horror twist. For instance, we have a lady flying through the air by her hair. We've got a serial killer butcher who's also an amazing juggler. We've got zombie acrobats. We got roller skating vampires. You name it, we probably got it.
That's right. There is one small through line. Steve and I are ghost hunters. We're ghost hunters for YouTube, and we're here at the Gothic castle here, stately Rebecca Manor,
That's
as
right.
it's called.
Good branding.
Thank you. To see what kind of ghosts we can find. And then you follow our journey through the different horror situations.
And we also go through a thrilling transformation, but I don't want to say more about that because then people won't buy a ticket to come see the show.
Not only is the show, scary and intense and touch on horror, it's also hilarious. We worked really, really hard. Fear has never been this funny. We worked really hard.
Ooh, I like that. That's all I wanted to say.
We have worked really hard to create a fun experience for all ages. All ages meaning 18 and up.
13 and up.
13 and up.
Can you edit
fun
that?
Experience.
Ages 13 to 17 require an adult guardian, but if you're over 18,
Oh yes, an
Come on out.
irresponsible adult guardian.
that's right. Just find somebody, bribe a homeless guy with a bottle of booze.
It's a show that was written for fans of this genre. Like, we wrote it with them in mind.
Horror and comedy are very similar because they're both about the buildup of tension and then the release, where in laughter it's a laugh that
Steve
you're
and I
getting.
are all about the release.
Yes, we are. In comedy, the laugh is a release, and in horror, the scream is a release.
Right. This is a traveling show because we want to bring this kind of entertainment to the people that are not going to travel very far to see it. We're in a lot of people's backyards here. For the price of going to a movie, you get an immersive experience at the beginning of the show. Then you get a whole show of horror-themed acrobatics and comedy in your face for 2 hours. It's like 2 shows for the price of one, and it's right in your backyard.
Yeah, you don't have to travel to a major city to go to a major haunt attraction.
And you don't have to wait for Halloween.
I was going to say that.
Well, I said it first, and it sounded great. We wanted to write strong moments that we could hit for horror fans, but we wanted to leave a lot of room for improvisation. A lot of room, because we tour all over the country, it was important for us to be sure that we could experience local culture and then use things that the people around the area would be accustomed to.
For instance, we were in Hemet last week,
Yeah.
and I saw a lot of people on social media making jokes about oh, you don't need to go to that show. You can just go on Florida Avenue and you'll see plenty of zombies and scary things, da da da. So I started making a joke about Florida Avenue in the show, and people ate it up.
Yep.
So it's nice to have that ability to pull from local culture, and even if you're sitting farther back, you're still going to get some kind of performer interaction.
That's right. It's one thing for a performer to just wave in general at the public. It's another thing for them to really make a connection, and that's what we try and stress with all of our performers, is make a connection, make eye contact, and get the people involved, because personality is what's gonna make the audience happy. Now, with cell phones, people can look down at their phone at any moment, and keeping heads up is very difficult. That's why we do improv comedy. That's...
What were you saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Paranormal Cirque will continue to tour. There are actually 2 units of Paranormal Cirque. The other unit is currently in New Jersey, and then our unit is in California. And the other unit has been operating for 4 years, and it's just gotten bigger and better and more involved. And that's the hope we have for this show as well, to just grow it and make it more involved, more ornate in the decorations and the pre-show.
That's right. We put the show together. Now is the opportunity to just make it more immersive, get more of our performers in the audience, get more of the audience involved in what's going on, and then decorate the crap out of it.
Yeah. It's a big country, and there's a lot of horror fans out there, so the future is wide open for Paranormal Cirque. Get your hand out of my face.
You can buy tickets at paranormalcirque.com. It's appearing here at the bottom of your screen.
That's right.
You can see.
Through the magic of editing. Oh, maybe it's up here now.
It might
it's
be
shooting
might be
across
over
diagonally.
this way. Anyhow,
Yeah,
or you can come right down to our box office and buy tickets there. But I would recommend avoiding the lines.
That's right.
Right?
And
get your tickets online and then do a couple lines and
That's
come
right.
enjoy our show.
Speaking of which, are we done yet?